All right, you fellow tinkerticians, listen up. Yesterday's video, I mentioned I had an intermittent. I was going crazy. I also mentioned that I felt somebody was in the radio because one of the screws was missing. And it's a little flathead screw that was missing, and they're really hard to get out. That's how I know someone actually was in the radio. Now, con- um, coincidentally, uh, the intermittent turned out to be the screw that was missing. And here it is. It's a little flathead. My nails are still long. But here it is. It was down inside the tuning capacitor. In such a way, if you jiggled the radio, it would not come out. Now, originally, there was a noise in the radio, and I jiggled the radio in different positions, and out came a C-clip. I didn't have nothing to do with that. Where that clip came from, previous owner, previous dealer, whatever. And then as I'm working on the radio, I look over in a section that I haven't been there yet that holds the RF amp, first RF amp module that has the coils in it. It was missing that screw, and that screw was down in the tuning capacitor. And if you bang the chassis or in certain places, it would make gurgling noises, all kinds of noises. If you tune the frequency, it would kick in and out. Okay, it turned out to be a screw. Now, I know something's wrong with one of the IF cams. Now, in the bottom, this is the first detector. It's basically an IF cam. And I changed the capacitors. There were 2.01s. One's hiding here, one's hiding there. And there's two micromode red capacitors. One's a 100 picofarad cap, and there's a 120 picofarad, and they're really hard to get at. So I decided to go to the next one, and this is the first IF. Now in here, I had removed this capacitor and checked it with my tester. Now I have it removed again, and I showed you in the past that the light stays on if the capacitor is leaky. So now we hook in here, and we're going to go across the cap, and of course the cap is disconnected. I've cut it, and here we are. Are we on? Not yet. Not yet. It's on. Is it on good? Nope. All right. Now, let's see if we get this in the frame. All right, let me get the light out of the way. I don't know. Oh wait, I'm still snowblind. I was outside walking. Well, anyway, yeah, I can see it now. It should flash and then go off. That means that capacitor is good. Now there's another one hiding on a terminal strip, so that's going to take a while to unsolder the resistor and get the cap to check. Now you only need one bad capacitor in 3 IF cans to totally take out the sensitivity of the radio. Now what I did was, here's the 0.1s that were bad over here. I replaced those. Those were bad. So I took a chance. I said, all right, let me do the 0.01s, the 0.1s and 0.01s. I know they were all bad in the radio. As far as these caps, this is probably 125, 120, and then there's one sitting in here under this resistor. So I took a random test of capacitors, and I haven't found a bad red one yet in the radio. I've done 15 picofarad ones. All right, so I took a gamble that maybe I wouldn't have to test every capacitor in the radio and or change it, but I'm at a point now where I've gone in each IF can and the detector and changed to 0.1s. Now it looks like, and 0.01s, they were bad. Now it's possible one of these 120 or 100 picofarad or 120 picofarads are bad. That's where I'm at now. But, I'm a little bit ahead of schedule because the intermittent turned out to be something like spotted. And it turned out to be the screw I said that was missing. It's unbelievable where that screw was. If you pick the radio up, I mentioned this, if you shake the radio, that screw won't come out. You have to actually see it in there. And it found this nice little home, and it was intermittently shorting out the That would be first RF amp tuning capacitor, because there's 4 tuning capacitors strung together on this. Two RF amp capacitors, tunables, 1 mixer, and then the oscillator one. There's 4. It's a 4-section tuning capacitor that's used in that. Now I think that's about it. I'm hoping this video works out, because I left Foxfire open. Went to do something in the house. I come back, it had crashed. Then when I went for my walk, I came back. It wouldn't let me open up the Logitech program to do this video. I have such a bad run of bad luck. But yesterday it was so windy out there, I did not walk. I did not go out of the house. It was bad out there. Now today it was 22 degrees, 2 hoodies on, and gloves, and the sun was out. It was nice. And I did the walk to the dollar store, brought my stuff back, and then I went out for what I consider a short walk. It's an hour. For you, and there's a lot of hills involved. So anyway, I'm a little bit snowblind now from being outside. I should get a pair of sunglasses. But anyway, this is where I'm at. The goal today is to be able to test. I did this cap, do this one, and then the next IF can to test those 2 capacitors. And then leave the cans open and maybe check the coils, make sure there's none of those that are open. So I'm pretty sure it's right in the IF. The IF, no matter what I turn or whatever, it doesn't improve it. And it's 72, no wait, 92.5 kilohertz IF cans. Your regular standard stuff. I think that's it. Oh boy, that's it.